And welcome to another video. So this is one for me useful script. The script filter specific family type from either your selection or if you want to use category and then to go by type. Why? Sometimes it's very useful from the mass of the elements, especially for the large models. For example, when you need quickly to count something or to assign some parameter to isolate just the elements from one family type. And in order to do that, if you, for example, select something like this and you want to use this default filter, you will see the number of elements for categories. So now if you have some specific air terminal, some specific type, you can isolate entire category and then check how many different types you have, and then when you find some family that you want to isolate, now you can say select similar or select all, and now you will perform isolate. But when you need to do this a couple of times or tens of times for some reasons, it is faster if you have dedicated script that will quickly find elements that you need. So in order to do that, I will show you the script. So the script works in two different cases. One case is when you want to select by category and then type, and the second case is for your selection. So maybe you're in some zone or part of the building, you did select some elements, and for them you want to isolate against some type. But this is the first case. For example, if you say, okay, I want to isolate, I don't know, by category, I want to go with lighting fixtures, and then, so now when you choose some value in this first drop down list, now you can choose all the types that you have for lighting fixtures, in this case, in this model. And for example, we can go with 600 by 600, say OK, and then the script will isolate just the elements that belong to this type. Of course, it is not just for an MEP. We can also play with the civil elements. Probably it's more convenient to run this script in the Dynamo player. Never mind. So again, this first case, but for some civil elements, for example, let's say that we want to play with ceilings. We have only one type. Let's see what we have for walls. Okay, so for walls we have a couple of different types. So now you want to isolate, for example, this type and all elements that belong to this type. We will say OK, and now if you check, you will see that the script find those elements, isolate them. Now you can do something with that, calculate or assign some value, and then you can turn off that isolate mode. So that is the case number one. Again, I will close and open the script just for us to check also that second case. For example, if I have some selection over here, and now for my selection I want to isolate some elements. When I select some elements and then I run the script, so now as you can see over here, the Python code detected that while we did run the script, we did have some elements selected. So over here, automatically script switched to selection mode. And now from all those elements that we did select, now we can pick which type we want to use. And now you have mix because we have air terminals, ducts, mechanical equipment, probably lighting fixtures and so on. So from all those elements, now you can select the type. For example, this is probably some mechanical equipment. Let's go with 14 kilowatts. And now for our selection, we have those elements, but also, as you can see, the script did also show the other elements that belong to this type. You can, because selection remained in the previous run, you can again just isolate, and it will leave only the elements that you are previously selected. So okay, let's now just see the Dynamo. Dynamo, it's very simple. All elements in the active view we were in the 3D view, so we have this Autodesk sample model 7000 elements. We need to find category, because if you are not in this selection mode, then you will need to provide those categories to the user interface. You can collect elements, you can basically do all of this inside the Python, but if you want to go step by step in order to understand, so we did find categories, we want to have strings, we want to sort, because it's convenient for user to see the categories sorted. Then we have very long Python script that will deal with user interface and the logic. From this Python, we will basically have what the user selected, which type user selected. Then, so over here, this is the Python which I did develop, and also I have some Python scripts which are not developed by me. They are taken from packages. So this Python script is actually this node element type plus. So for your one element, this Python will switch to the family type. Again, clockwork, but Python script from the clockwork, it will find all instances for that one family type. It will list over here just unique values. And over here, we will just isolate all those elements in the active view. And basically, that is it. Thank you for watching. Bye.